Hello, everyone. Welcome to Highwire Improv's Tuesday night shows. We're super excited that you are here with us. We've got two great acts for you. Before I get into that, I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on in Highwire land. We have online shows Mondays, Tuesdays, and Sundays happening through this season and next season. Season 19 starts in April. I can't believe it. And we also have some fun in-person stuff happening here in Baltimore this week. We've got two shows, one Friday, one Saturday. And on Saturday, we also have a musical improv jam as well as a tarot and improv workshop that is going to be a lot of fun. And as I've been mentioning, please tune in next Saturday, 2 p.m. On Zoom or in person here in Baltimore for our quarterly all community meeting, where we'll have some fun updates for you about what's coming up next season and beyond. But I am excited to get to the improv for tonight. I'm excited to see this duo back on the stage once again. Please join me in welcoming Charmers Duo.
Oh,
That is it.
that is Michael.
We are Charmers
Charmers
Duo.
Duo.
To get started, we just need a word, any word for inspiration.
Vital.
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 Okay. My good friend Billy and I, before she moved to Rwanda to do some humanitarian efforts, used to go geocaching around San Francisco. And once when we were driving, we saw part of the well-known Valencia Street was closed. And what was kind of fun, it was a lot of vendors, but also a lot of organizations and whatnot. And I think my favorite, no joke, it was med students. Like they had their MDs, but I guess they're in residency or something, so I guess not med students per se, doing free blood tests just under a tent on the street. So you fill out a waiver, they do the little prick on the finger, and a few minutes later they say, okay, here's what your cholesterol is, here's what your blood sugar is. And I just got a kick out of doing that for free by chance. And fortunately for Billy and I, everything was good. So we were healthy and then proceeded to geocache for a few hours.
Bobby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me I'm healthy.
You're healthy.
Thank you. And now tell me not to look at WebMD anymore.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, really?
No, really, I need you to say that.
Every time.
I know.
The human body's complicated, isn't it? Like,
yes.
oh, my nose is running. It's allergies. I have a cold. There's a growth in my sinuses.
Yes. You
Okay.
still haven't said it. I want you to say
Okay.
actual words.
Okay, Cassie,
Yes.
don't look at WebMD anymore.
Thank you, Bobby. Okay. Good.
None of those related sites either.
Okay, good. All right.
You're healthy. You're healthy. 90% of health is attitude.
I don't think that's actually true.
Okay, 50? 50% of health is attitude. For example, you sleep only 3 hours, you wake up and you say to yourself, I'm going to have a good day. You're going to have a good day. If you wake up after 3 hours and say, I'm going to be tired all day, you're going to be tired all day.
Okay, I can kind of see that, but you can't like energy away, a growth.
Can't. What? Oh, a growth. I was trying to cut you off there, and you did not go direction I expected.
No.
No, that's the other 50%. That's real.
Yeah.
That's when you go to.
It's like when my sister got super into crystals.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yay. Nice. Good for you. Positive thinking. But
that's the 50%.
Yeah. Still really don't buy your percentage, but that's okay.
Well,
Did you know that 80% of statistics are made up on the spot?
and 75% of people know that.
Yes.
Uh, they're going to call
Actually,
you.
can I tell you my favorite statistic ever?
Yeah, we're not going anywhere.
Okay.
We're waiting for your results.
Okay. 100% of the people that confuse correlation and causation will die.
That's good. That's good.
That is seriously my favorite statistic.
You know, I once heard a similar one. It was there was a study about, you know, people who ate different kinds of meat and people who ate no meat and whatnot. And I remember somebody asking the principal investigator, it's like, oh, what's the death rate for the people who eat no meat? And he said,
100%.
well, the way he phrased it was one per person. Look, you're going to get your test results soon. If you want, you can read one of those magazines.
No one wants to read a magazine.
You know, you're lucky. You get your test results same day. It could be, you know, oh, we'll put it on our web portal in 3 days and send you an email.
Fine.
But my unqualified,
Mhm.
my qualified as a friend, unqualified as a doctor opinion is you're healthy. And everybody is entitled to a Thin Mint Oreo once in a while. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's true in general, unless you have like issue with gluten or something.
Yeah, they don't make those gluten-free yet.
You know
By the
what?
way, I snuck a few in. You want one now?
Yes.
Here you are. They're addictive. It's that mint. Mm.
You know, I was a Girl Scout for 12 years, right?
Yeah.
All the way through high school.
Oh, well, but you got to see all the changes then. Like where they made the boxes just a little smaller and
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tag alongs used to have 18 per box and now they have 15. And when I started Girl Scouts in first grade, they were $2.
uh-huh.
And now I think they're $6. But that was a long time ago.
I'd be swimming in them if they're still $2 a box. I remember the first time I saw a friend, a parent, post to social media, use this link to buy Girl Scout cookies for my daughter. And it's like, am I?
Yeah. You know,
Think
I
about-
think it's smart that now Girl Scouts are all the time at BART with the boxes.
Oh no, that is great.
It's great. You're good at distracting me.
You're healthy. Cassie, you're healthy.
I know. I know.
Oh, once
Yeah.
I was at Dolores Park.
Yes.
And like, you know, there's the rum coconut person.
Oh, yeah.
There was a table and they were selling Girl Scout cookies. I mean, an adult and some kids, but
Yeah.
you know, on a Saturday, oh, everybody was there. I bet they were set up 10 minutes before they sold out.
Well, yeah. Also, everyone at Dolores Park is high. So, munchies. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and I'm hungry. You know, they always say fast before a blood test. Well, I mean, it depends what they're testing for, but you know, they don't want I guess, a blood sugar spike. And now that they've taken your blood, you can have the cookie.
I mean, I just want to say I can always have a cookie.
Yeah, but doctor's orders.
Yeah, no one told me that.
You're healthy. You're healthy.
I'm healthy.
Oh, you know, sometimes I think that if I think about like a test result too much, that somehow my thoughts are going to influence it.
Well, it's like anyone ever who watches sports.
Oh, that's a good one. Or have you ever seen people at the bowling alley where they want the ball to curve a little more, so they start doing like this thing?
Well, I mean, I do that too. It's not that I think it will happen. It's just like, yeah. I don't know. It's just something
You
you
hope
do.
it'll happen.
Which, okay, if you want to yell at the TV screen for your team, that's fine. But superstitions around it, no.
Oh yeah, like Chad, every time the 49ers play, even if he can't watch the game, he's wearing the jersey.
They don't care.
And he washes it once a season.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's he was at my you might remember he's at my birthday party in that jersey. Not watching the game, but just checking the phone.
Yeah.
Checking the phone. Hold on. Checking
Ooh.
the phone.
I want to travel more.
That sounds great.
We're healthy. You and I, we are healthy. That will not always be true.
I read something just the other day. It was wear the nice clothes, burn the nice candles.
Ooh. Yeah.
Travel before you retire. It didn't say that, but yeah, let's travel.
Because I've been traveling with my mom lately. And she's healthy now. But a lot of her friends have been having like knee surgery and hip replacement and back issues and just can't keep up. Like, obviously, you can still travel with a walker. It just limits some things. We went to Greece, and it is all mountains and stairs everywhere.
It looks your pictures are beautiful.
Oh, thanks. But
there's actually those little white houses with the blue roofs on the.
Yeah.
Oh, how cool is that?
It's washed with limestone, and that started around some sort of plague. I forget which one. Yes. But that's why that started, and they still do it.
Well, okay, I'd love to travel with you. I mean, if that's where this is going.
Yes, that was because we are both healthy and we both have PTO. This whole unlimited PTO thing, we need to actually use it.
Yeah, it's such a weird pressure. Like, how much at once? How much every year?
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna say, hey, I'm.
We've never gone on a trip just the two of us. Like, it's always like a larger circle of friends. Like, we took the road trip, went to Universal Studios and Disneyland.
And that was fun.
So fun.
Yeah. But you and I hung out most of the time anyway. So
what's that?
You and I hung out together most of the time anyway. So let's just,
Yeah, we both hate coasters.
Which is really sad.
Actually, that's exactly what you're talking about, though. You can't always travel. You can't always go on a coaster. Until I was like 29, loved a coaster, and now instant headache.
Oh.
And also, around 29, headaches aren't, 15, 20 minutes, take something, you're good. That's probably the rest of the day.
Tequila. If I have tequila, if I have a margarita, I will have a headache for a full 24 hours.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Ibuprofen, Tylenol, ice pack, water, Gatorade.
And last time I was in Mexico, there was a tequila tasting at this like waterfall walk thing I went to, and there was a tequila tasting after lunch, and I'm like, this is a 12-year-old tequila. It's smooth. It's amazing. I'm just gonna have a little taste. So you know how they give you like the little, like a third of a shot, not even that. And I had half of that.
Generous. Well, go on.
I had not even half of that. I didn't taste any of the other ones, just that one.
Just the one.
I had a headache for like 4 hours.
Oh, man. Okay. Okay.
See, we need to travel before our bodies get more angry with us.
Oh, it's so cliche, but what do they say? Youth is wasted on the young? Something like that?
We're still young.
Yeah, but I mean, again, no coasters. Gotta watch the tequila.
I mean, I'm fine with vodka. It's just tequila.
Oh, really? That's
Oh
actually
yeah, it's just tequila. It makes no sense to me.
it's interesting.
I don't know if it's the agave or what. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's in my head, except for no, those are seriously real headaches.
Well,
They are not
well, again, 50,
psychosomatic.
50.
It's so not
Kind of
50.
funnily, it's kind of funny mentally overcoming a headache. Like your brain is working on your head. No, your head's working on your head. There we go. Yeah. If you tell yourself you don't have a headache or you won't be hungover, I bet it'll be better.
No, I don't think that's true at all.
Don't drive.
Well, I'm not going to drive
Yeah, well, okay. Good.
because then when you get in a car accident, absolutely headache. That's not why, but I was adding that in. You think it'll be much longer?
No, they said 20 minutes.
They're always longer than they say. Thank you for coming with me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't going to ask yet, but I'm getting blood work done in about a month, so I'm kind of hoping you.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's nice to have a ride. It's nice to have someone with you, and then you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, honestly, if I came by myself, I probably would just go back home and then wait for the email saying it's in the web portal, and then I wouldn't be able to interpret anything like, oh, your T4 is 0.1 high.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me. At my last doctor, I had that, and I was like, everything is within the normal range. Like there was the red and yellow and green, and I'm
Yep.
like, some of it's the higher green and some of the lower, but I guess I'm fine. I don't know what these things are.
Yeah, so the doctor will pop out, say you're fine. Any questions?
Yeah.
Never traveling.
Last time I went to a doctor, it was for my first mammogram. Okay.
Oh,
And
man.
then they said, it's probably nothing, but we're going to do some additional testing. And it was the same day in another room, but it was like poke, squeeze, like getting. And then I got a letter in the mail 3 months later from my insurance saying that they would not cover the additional testing.
I thought you were going to say the results took 3 months, but
No. They're like, they actually said probably fine, come back in 4 months. But yeah, and then I forgot to make an appointment. So 4 months later, they sent a letter and said, you were supposed to come back. And I called and it'll be another 6 months before I can get in. But that's not the point. But I'm like, what? They just said we're going to do this. They were not like, hey, are you okay if we do this? Let's check with your insurance. Let me squish your boobs a bunch.
Well, and there's the whole we're going to get pre-approval, which is not the same thing as approval.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why I'm not getting blood work for a month, because I have to wait for the 12 months to lapse, and then they'll cover. It's manual physical.
Yeah.
Which is mostly blood work until I get a little older. Then it's.
We still have some time.
We're young. We're young. We're healthy.
We're young. We are.
And when I get home, I am going to wear. What's that?
Belize. Or Costa Rica.
I have to admit, I don't know where Costa Rica is. Is that Central America?
It is Central America. It's north of Panama.
Every time somebody says Costa Rica, I picture an island. I don't know where
it is not at all an island. And they have a lot of ecotourism, which means that because they have so much variety of plant life and animals and stuff that they're like, come see all this cool stuff. But we're actually respecting it and not, trying to take it away from nature. No zoos or shit like that.
That's cool. That's cool.
It is. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, okay. I'm sold on either.
Yeah. Because my aunt and uncle just went, but they could only do a third of the activities that were recommended.
Oh, like a physical
Yeah, because
restraint.
physical.
Oh, I thought you meant there's so much to do, they just didn't have time, and I was gonna say, yeah, let's go again.
No, because physical, like they couldn't go on any of the hikes, but they could get onto a pontoon boat and go down like this little river. It was a creek, I guess. And so that they like pointed out the different animals and stuff. There was a little laser pointer, apparently. But they certainly couldn't like go down waterfalls or stuff, which that's so cool.
Well, that is, oh, I love a waterfall. Love, love, love waterfalls.
Me too. They're so good. They're so pretty.
Yeah, and normally I don't like noise at all, but the sound of waterfalls just, I immediately feel relaxed. Just
so like they had fun, but you and I, if we went, we'd be able to do so much more.
And
yeah,
the nice clothes.
Yeah, and it's my dad's like older siblings, so I think they're 80 now.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the two of us. Young, healthy.
Yes.
Eco-tourists. Didn't know how I was going to end that.
I don't know. I don't know how you were going to end that either, but I want to take advantage while I can.
Starting today, starting right now.
Yeah. Do you have any more of those Thin Mint flavored Oreos? Why are there so many flavored Oreos? Ridiculous.
They are mint Oreo thins. There's less of the cream. The cookies
I thought they actually were like in combination with Thin Mint.
That's a different thing.
That's a very different thing.
The Oreo product map has exploded.
I'm just saying that, there's like Thin Mint ice cream and Tagalong ice cream that, yes. Not the point. Not the point.
Have to.
Okay.
And you're healthy. We're healthy.
We're going to take advantage.
High five.
All right.
That's your name.
All right, let's go.
You're healthy. You're healthy. You're healthy.
We are.
That's our show.
Woo!
Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Highwire.
Thank you so much. As always, I will use a point of personal attention to say that half stuff Oreos would be the best, and I will not fight anybody about that. It's just how I feel.
Also,
Oreo thins are very real.
Yes, they are.
Post Malone Oreos right now.
What?
I know. It's like chocolate and caramel swirl. It's very odd. But
oh my gosh, I'm missing out.
Have fun.
Yes.
Thanks.
We'll see you next season.
Thank you so much. We'll see you next season. Yes. I'm very excited for that. They're a wonderful duo, and I love seeing them play. Please now join me in welcoming another great duo to the stage this evening, the wonderful folks of Tabula Rasa.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Highwire Improv. Over there somewhere is my improvising partner, Tosh.
Oh, and somewhere above, below, or beside me is Bela.
And combining our names, it could have been Taj Bela, but we made it into Tabula Rasa through some type of magic. And, but we do need, even though it is a blank slate, a one-word suggestion to flower forth. Barry, if you are still there, might we have a single word, please?
Oil.
Oil. Oh, great. Thank you so much. Darling.
Your hair feels wonderful.
Darling, the oil that that we used, I think it's made your hair very, very, very shiny and beautiful.
Yes, yes. Do you think that if we put more oil upon my hair that it would even be better?
I don't see why not. I mean, they promised on the product that the oil was safe enough for a baby, so why not put a little bit more on your head?
Well, I was just thinking that if we use up all the oil today, we won't have enough for the whole week.
Darling, you are so beautiful that I commit right at this moment to make all the shopping trips needed to get you extra baby oil if that's what it requires.
Oh, that's so wonderful considering how much you hate driving.
It's a horrible sacrifice indeed, but honestly, I've never seen you this beautiful, and it would be worth it. All those interactions with those mean shopping clerks, all those, well, hitting the shopping carts against the other shopping carts of the customers with their strange road rage because they didn't find their, well, maybe they didn't find their baby shampoo because I took all 20 bottles of it.
Yeah. Well, I have a surprise for you considering how wonderful you've been to me all these months. I found us an apartment and it's right next door to everywhere we have to go.
Wait, you mean down in the shopping center?
Well, it's in the shopping center when we need it to be. And if we ever need to take the car in to be fixed, it's right next to the car dealership at the other end of town.
Oh my God. Oh my God, this means I'll have more time to stare at your face.
My face and my hair. Don't forget my hair.
Oh, I include your hair as part of your face.
Oh, do I have a facial hair?
Well, because the hair is kind of hiding a lot of the face. And,
Oh,
and, and there's that one hair that's coming out of your, well, we won't say where it's coming out of, but it's just as beautiful as all the other hairs, darling.
thank you. I'm very especially proud of that hair because I've had it since I was a child.
What about your other hairs?
Those come and go, but this one, it's special. Are you all right, dear?
I'm sorry, I think I might have just spit up something that I had swallowed first. I don't know what it was. Maybe, well, I think the word they use is phlegm.
Oh, it's so endearing when you do that. Since we've never had any children of our own, I love it when you're husband and child to me.
And I'm not even trying hard, but I kind of think of myself as husband. I realize sometimes I go into child for you.
Yes, and it's amazing that even as a child, you're able to drive.
It is, isn't it? Honey, I feel as if the luster of your hair is starting to burn underneath the light. I think you
Oh,
might need some more oil.
all right. Well, we better go soon because our new apartment is parked out front, and this one, they're kicking us out by about noon today.
But you said we, but I thought I was going to drive all by myself to the store, pick up the oil and come back, but I forgot now we have to move.
Yes, you love me even though I forgot to pay the rent for 6 months.
Honestly, darling, I don't think I could have afforded the oil if you had paid rent for the last 6 months. So I guess I love you because you didn't pay rent for the last 6 months.
And I love you because you accept the fact that we're going to be living out of the car and you can see it in a positive light like I do. That now we don't have to worry about being somewhere. We'll just drive there the night before.
Wait, all those things that you said, we don't have a house that we're moving to. It's a car?
It's a car.
The car that we currently have?
Yeah, that beat up piece of crap.
Wait, we're gonna move from where we are now, a physical location that's considered an apartment by modern day standards, and we're gonna move into a car so I can be closer to you?
Yes, we're going to have to get used to having very close quarters, dear.
Oh, babe, just right now, can you give me a little early action on the car thing by just coming close, like we'll be in the car, just because you know we're gonna be so close.
Here you go.
Oh, right. Hey, ow, that's an elbow to the face of love.
I know you like it a little bit rough, honey.
Sure. Okay, I've been looking at this list, and you meet all the requirements.
I do.
You do.
No one
Um,
has ever told me that before.
I, I can imagine, but well, this job, it's not exactly extremely tough.
Am I allowed to pirouette while I'm at the job?
Yes, let me be precise about the job, so you don't ask me 1,000 questions about what you can do, because that would take all day. Looking at how you answered questions, I would be confident in saying that that would take all day. Uh, you can do that too at the job. Yes. You are going to be overnight security guard with no responsibilities whatsoever except for not to leave the premises because for insurance reasons, we need someone there. You don't have to do anything. You don't even really have to be awake. You could be a lump on the side of the road. You just can't leave.
I have to leave premises every night.
No. The exact opposite. I should rephrase this so that it works in your brain right. You need to stay.
Stay at home and get
No,
paid.
no. You can stay at home when it's your time off during the day, but overnight. Uh, please don't burp when your superior is trying to tell you your job duties. And there's no reason to look left and right. That part of the job interview where there were other people, you'll notice that you're all alone here, except for me, of course.
Oh, okay. I got scared for a second. Luckily, at the job, I'll never be all alone.
No, you will be all alone all night long for the entire night during when it's dark. Uh,
And it's dark.
yes, yeah. Oh, right now, I am assuming that you probably sleep during the night, but you're also, I'm assuming, alone during the night.
Never.
You're in a relationship or
I
you're a
have my
couple?
binky and I have my nightlight and I have my Tigger.
You can bring all of them to your job.
Oh, can I live there?
Why not?
Okay. All right. Well, I'll come back next year when I start.
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, I'm kind of busy this year.
Oh, well, then why did you interview for the job?
I thought you were interesting.
Uh, uh. So, I guess we'll have to go to the next choice.
Is that person going to be all alone at night without a binky or a nightlight or anything? A Tigger?
Unless he has his own Tigger and Binky and Nightlight. Yes, he'll be all alone.
Can I volunteer to keep him company until I start the job next year?
Wait, if you can be there, then why don't you just take the job?
Because I told somebody else that I would be at home at night sometimes and in case the phone rings.
Look, there are vacations and time off.
Can you explicate what that means?
I'm sorry. I just realized something. You might be too intelligent for this job based on your vocabulary.
Oh, all right. I'll start tomorrow. Jam is the next lesson.
Jam? You say jam?
Yes.
Jam. Honestly, I was when I saw jam on the curriculum, I was wondering how jam fit it into the entire subject matter of what we're studying.
Jam has a huge place in world history, don't you know?
No, I honestly thought jam was just a kind of a minor thing in the world of world history.
When people who were lighter skinned first showed up in what now is the United States, they wouldn't have gotten to land at all if it weren't for jam.
Uh, for jam, are we talking about the food jam? Are we talking about something else?
The food, yes.
So how come they wouldn't have been able to land without jam? Because they
Well,
wouldn't have floated or what?
no, I'm talking about giving things to the natives who were just so dazzled by the taste of the jam that they gave away their land.
Oh, I always thought it was beads that they gave, but you're saying they gave jam.
Well, those beads, the word bead back then was a euphemism for berry. And we mushed them some so that it became jam. And yes, the real history has gotten lost over the years. And of course, it is a very sad thing that we took land away from anyone, but jam did have its part.
Honestly, now I begin to realize that jam does have a weird secret hidden power that, well, frankly, turns everyone's minds to mush.
Yes, I was wondering if you would do my homework for next week. Here's some toast with jam.
Of course. Ah! I want to apologize that the continental breakfast that was promised was substandard. I'm here to make it up to you.
I was really expecting that it would be the actual size of a continent.
No, we honestly have never gotten this complaint before, but once you said it, we realized it made complete and utter sense, and we couldn't understand how we had made the mistake of not specifying in some extremely detailed footnotes that we were not promising a continentally sized breakfast when we promised a continental breakfast.
You know, I'm going to have to consult my lawyer. There might be a class action suit here.
Please, please, I beg of you, I am here to make things right. I have brought every single employee of the hotel, and we have 500 rooms here, and none of them at the moment are being cleaned. No one is coming in at the 3 o'clock check-in time because they are all back behind me, busily beating batter and such things to make a continent-sized breakfast for you that will not even fit in this room. I hope you have a lot of air in your lungs because you are about to suffocate.
Suffocate with a pancake the size of Lake Michigan?
Yes,
An omelet as big as New York City?
exactly.
Wow. This is a dream of mine that I've had since I was a wee little one.
Well, I hope that dream includes a wrecking ball filled with jam coming right at your face because one's coming right now.
Oy vey. How many antelope does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Oh God. Oh God, another joke. Another joke. I can't take another joke. Dating's been really hard for me. Really hard for me.
That's why I thought we should just go right on to marriage before we get into dating. I think it'll take the pressure off.
I can't see why that would be a bad idea.
You know, I've been looking high and low for a man like you, someone who will just say yes to anything.
Will you marry me?
Well, I thought that was already a given. I mean, here we are at the chapel, but yes, I will.
All right. Will you sign this will that divides up our assets in case one of us dies, which is likely, although not necessarily soon?
Question.
Oh, sure.
If one of us dies, why do we need to divide anything?
Good point. We don't have kids yet. Ah, I guess we don't need a will, do we? Because automatically the resources of the surviving spouse goes to the other spouse.
Yes, yes,
I didn't realize that like combining lives was so easy. I thought it was harder somehow.
yes. And I've done a real thorough background check on you, and I know your financial status, and you can trust that mine is just as healthy.
I I feel a little weird marrying you without a credit check. I mean, especially because you seem to know more about me than I know about you, but you look like an honest person, even though your face just wiggled around right there a bit.
I know that happens sometimes when I lie. I mean, when I am excited about getting married to you.
Oh, did you say something about lying in together like a married couple?
Yes, that'll be part of it, I suppose.
Oh, well, hopefully there'll be some love. I mean, this isn't an arranged marriage exactly, isn't it? It's based on some type of feeling of some kind.
Feeling excited about the bank accounts, yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Look, I shouldn't come up with hesitation. I should just do it. That's what my mother told me.
Yes, and you don't have to worry about anything after today, because once we get married, you're not going to be having a care in the world.
Then I guess I was gonna have you look at this form that's a do not resuscitate form in case of some type of accidental death. But I guess if there's nothing to worry about, I'm sure you'll take care of me if I fall into a coma, right?
I have another question for you.
Oh, okay.
In case of accidental death, where there's already been a death sort of called time, like for instance, John Smith, your name, passed at, let's see, 2 hours from now, 4:26 p.m. today. Why would there then be a need for a DNR?
You are so right. I wasn't thinking. Of course, if somebody dies, nobody's gonna want to resuscitate them. What would be the point?
Yes,
What are all these forms even for?
4 is the answer.
I uh, I was I was hoping that I'd be able to I'd be able to receive my passport without filling out quite so many forms. 4 seems like an awful lot to leave the country and come back. Isn't there anything expedited I could do to speed this process up?
Well, I'm just going to leave my wallet sitting open here on the side of the desk. And I don't know, if it gets a little thicker over the time that we're talking, then the number of forms might decrease somewhat.
So I'm going to take these 4 forms that you put in front of me. I'm going to crumple them up and I'm going to stick them in your wallet. And there you go. You have a thicker wallet.
I think you don't quite understand the ins and outs of bureaucracy quite yet.
Uh, well, you're there. You're the representative of the bureaucracy, and I'm the person who needs help. I really need help. I so need help. I really, really need to get out of this country.
I was trying to imply that if you bribed me, then the wheels of progress would just be all nicely greased up.
If wait a minute. Could you say that louder so that the room could hear it?
I'm just going to write it down on the form here
Oh,
in pencil so I can erase it.
wait. Well, okay, yeah. So this word here, bribe. So you just, I get it. You want money. All right,
Yes.
all right.
20s preferably.
20s preferably. I see where this is going. I guess there's nothing I can do except for, well, I was gonna give you my gold watch, but I
Oh,
guess I'll just give you a 20. Here you go.
oh no.
Here's a 20.
That watch looks quite lovely. Does it have an R in the name? of the company?
Well, it's from Rolex, but of course there's an R on the watch because I'm a Rockefeller. So yes, there's a lot of R's, but here's your 20. Go ahead and take. You know what? I'm gonna put it in your wallet. Look how thick your wallet. Look, everyone, how thick her wallet is with a bribe of $20. Yes.
Hey. I didn't realize who you were. Here's your passport all ready to go.
Oh, wow. Oh, geez. Wow, this is almost like being Elon Musk.
And you smell better.
Madame, I must say that you smell amazing.
It's the baby oil.
I am walking away.
Oh.
So, ma'am, we've done the oil change on your car and we found absolutely nothing. Your car has been taken care of immaculately. I want to give you this certificate for being the best driver in the world.
Driver and car maintenance person?
Here, take this. I need to make another one. Hold up
Right.
here. I'm pressing the print button on the printer and oh, we're out of cyan toner. Okay. Well, I hope you don't mind a certificate without cyan in it. I mean, who cares about cyan?
You know, I've heard that in a pinch, blood will do if you want to just put a little of your blood into the copier, into the printer.
Of course, madam. My blood, I'm sure, has all the cyan toner that this printer needs.
It's the right color.
Yeah, sure. Close. Actually, you know what? I just realized something silly of me. I was trying to open up something that had red blood when I should have looked at my arm and found one of the ones that had the blue blood that was going, I don't know which way, back and forth to the heart, but I've already slit something and gotten the red. Now I need to reslit. Give me just a moment, madam. Give me just a moment.
Service today. It's just not like it was in the old days.
I
You know,
apologize. I apologize.
I thought I could come in here and be praised and have my ass kissed and get out of here before I even knew I had spent my whole afternoon here.
Madam, I'm so sorry. It appears as if the two pools of blood are not individual, but they are pooling, creating a red-blue combination that I just don't think I'm
That's
going to.
purple. That's my favorite color. Put the purple in and see what happens.
All right, royal purple, perhaps, for a royal customer. Here we go. I haven't felt this lightheaded since I gave too much blood at the blood donation bank. All
Was
right.
that you? I heard about that.
Did you, they tried to fill me up with Girl Scout cookies, but it didn't, the blood didn't come back quick enough. Here
No,
you
the Girl
go.
Scout cookies don't go through the veins very easily.
It took a lot longer than you would think. There was a lot of actual processing digestively. Here you go, madam. Take a look at that certificate. It now says world's best customer, best driver, and best car maintainer, and most patient lady when watching someone bleed out into a printer.
You've splattered a little bit of your blood on it. Could I have a clean copy?
Of course, madam, of course. You might need to come back tomorrow because I'm going to need to take some type of a nap.
Oh, why do I always do this to service repair people?
So I'm actually quite happy here. Quite happy to be here in limbo. Quite happy.
We all try to say that the first day. Try the 700,000th day.
Damn it, you're bringing me down, Jones. You're bringing me down. I'm trying here on my first day to have a little bit of cheer here in limbo, and you're bringing me down, Jones. You're bringing me down.
You know what? You're right. I should let you bring me up. I mean, there's no use whatsoever for the newbies other than just, having some new meat to sort of poke fun at. And I should expand my idea of what you could be useful for. You could actually, maybe some of your optimism could rub off on me. Tell me,
Damn
why
right.
are you happy? Why are you happy?
Damn, I'm happy, Jones, because I realized underneath all the clothes that we're all wearing, we are one step away from being a very exciting nudist colony in limbo.
Oh, now let me just explain again the rules that they went over in the orientation. If you do anything to break the rules, then limbo turns into the bad place. If you're good, you have a possible chance after thousands and thousands of days to go somewhere nicer.
You're trying really hard to let me know that if we go full nudist colony, we're going to hell.
Well, that would basically, yes.
Man. You've been here for, what did you say, 7,000 days?
700,000, eight. Yes, exactly. 700,008.
What do you do for fun?
Poke fun at the new people. And basically what I'm doing to you right now, that's the highlight of my life when someone new shows up.
Well, Jones, you've succeeded. My spirit is broken.
Ah, another day well spent in limbo. Now, a fictional dramatization is what we were thinking of. You would play Shakespeare himself.
I would get the honor of playing Shakespeare himself.
And remember, we're going to take liberties with his actual life history. So there is the alien abduction to consider and all that.
No, I was expecting to play Shakespeare in my most creepy and unusual fashion.
This is why we've chosen you. We wanted that sort of Marilyn Manson meets Elvis kind of feel.
I feel as if I'm going to be so perfect for this part. They will say that Shakespeare should have wrote me to play Shakespeare because I am better than Shakespeare. That makes sense.
Yes, it makes complete sense. And the fact that you look so much like Tiny Tim, which was our first choice, have you happened to have that's not the right, anyway, do you happen to have you happened to got a small ukulele?
I have to say that you are not the most confused director I've ever dealt with. In fact, you're making me feel at home with your comments going back and forth, seemingly making almost no sense, but somehow coming to a demand that I never would have expected at any point. A small ukulele is what you want.
Yes. Now, of course, historically, they probably did not have ukuleles in Shakespeare's time, but neither did they have the tutus or those very long nails that you're going to have for the part.
Oh, do I get the joy of growing out my nails over weeks and weeks and weeks of rehearsal time until they're so long that they could scratch an eye out accidentally?
We thought we would put on some prosthetics for you for the shoot because they have to be long enough that they come back around and touch your palm.
Oh, how exciting. You've already thought of all of the details.
Now, the one thing I realize I haven't thought about is how you will play the ukulele with such nails.
I always assume that, well, things could be done off stage. Perhaps a professional ukulele player, if such a thing exists, could be
But it might
playing.
just not look right, on camera. You trying to strum with these giant monstrosities. Forget the nail idea. I think instead you should grow out your nose hairs.
Oh, that's much better than growing out my fingernails. Oh, my ear hairs.
There too.
Oh. Director, you are by far the greatest director. Because honestly, everyone else always talked about things like accents and I don't know, marks on the stage to pay attention to, and you are just asking me to grow out parts of my body that normally I would think I would need to cut for some reason. You are tremendous.
I've finally realized the finale of the entire piece. You see, lots of people, they think of back in the day when Shakespeare was writing these plays, it was rather lowbrow. There was, the sort of the riffraff down in the cheap seats, but we want this production to be highbrow. So I think your brows should develop over the course of the film to be longer and longer and more elaborate, with curlicues.
Thou art a maestro. Indeed, I would have no other master to ride my steed. And if my language is somehow not quite Shakespearean, let us continue to think of ideas that would make everyone's hair.
Presbyterian.
I was coming there. We think alike. I would have been there in about a paragraph or so. The Presbyterians have moved into the neighborhood.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing, sir?
Well, unfortunately, I do believe it's a very, very bad thing. Do you know what Presbyterians do not purchase?
Guns.
Guns, exactly. Everyone knows the Presbyterians don't purchase guns. And as the foremost gun store in the entire tri-state area, this is not good, Jenkins.
Well, maybe we could invite them for a giant continental breakfast and they'll all want to come back and purchase something we sell, like holsters. They need holsters for their Bibles.
Jenkins, you are a genius. First, we bring them in with food, lots and lots of food, a continent of food to remind them that beyond their Presbyterianism, they are Americans. Americans. And then we give them holsters for their Bibles. And what is a very small step from a holster to a gun? It is almost not a step at all, Jenkins.
Yes, I would just, sir, respectfully correct you to say sell them holsters instead of give. We want to make a profit, don't we?
Oh yeah. Did I say give them holsters?
Well, I understand you were in the giving mood with the continental breakfast and the gigantic pancakes and all, but we do need to recoup the giant losses that will occur from such a breakfast.
No. I do believe we give them holsters and we make it up on the guns that they are prohibited by their church from purchasing, but will be tempted because they have the holsters currently.
Well, if in this breakfast we secrete some kind of ingredient that they're not allowed, sort of like, well, if it were Islamic people, maybe some pork or some, something that they can't eat, then we will separate them from their religion. And then they will be so mad that they will purchase guns in order to shoot us.
Jenkins, once again, you simply prove your genius. And I would just ask you, as a personal favor, to not secrete anymore anywhere in the store.
All right, then.
And
that's our show.
And thank you to Highwire Improv for having us on. We look forward to coming back next season. And yay, Tabula Rasa, yay, Highwire Improv, and have a wonderful Tuesday. See you guys later. Bye.